guys, Jess here with Authentic Coaching, where I guide you to live your passion. One of the things that has been coming up with clients, with colleagues, with myself, with everybody really that I have come in contact with lately is this idea of guilt. And what is guilt? Why do we always feel guilt? There's mom guilt. There's guilt for not following through with this. For me, I have extreme guilt about my divorce still 4 years later that follows me around on a continual basis, which leads into the mom guilt. It's just this continuous cycle of feeling like you are not good enough and that you have to achieve this form of perfection that actually does not exist. Another continuous cycle of human emotions that really is just a pure waste of our time. So I want to start off today by just saying the official internet definition of what guilt is. The definition that I found on Google is the fact of having committed a specific or amplified crime. Crime is the key word here. So something where you have done someone wrong or done some, terrible thing. Yes, there should be guilt for things like that. But the guilt I'm trying to kind of hone in on is this everyday guilt that most of us have because we do not feel like our needs and wants are as important as other people. This conditioned state comes about, we're born, right? We're born a clean slate. We've talked about this before. We're born these happy, joyful, wonderful little creatures that come into this world, and then all of a sudden, from the moment our energy field hits the energy field of the rest of the people on this earth, we start getting all of these thoughts, all these beliefs, all these things from the experiences that we are having throughout our life. As children, we were punished when we did something wrong. We were made to feel guilty. And I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing to my children. This is conditioned behavior that we have learned generation after generation after generation, that if you do not set up to these needs, then you need to be punished and feel bad about yourself. This is something that I am trying to work on a lot with my children because I see in them the way that their body changes, the way that their attitude changes, the way that everything changes when I am turning a situation around on them that makes them feel bad about themselves. This is by no means criticism of any parenting. As I'm saying right now, I find myself doing these same things. This is the conditioned parenting that most of us have grown up with. So it has taught us this core belief that unless we are doing things the way that other people want them or have set expectations for us, then we should feel bad and or be punished. This is by no means a crime. I have guilt for working as a mother. I was at a conference yesterday with tons of entrepreneur women who the main topic that came up was guilt for either not working enough or guilt for not doing enough or guilt for not, being there for their children every single day. This constant cycle of beating ourselves up for things that are not in line with our higher self. If you really look at your higher self and what that wants, that is really what is most important. So the example of the mom guilt, as a person, I would not be the Jessica that I am, like opening businesses, growing businesses, helping people. I would not be able to do all that if I was not in line with my higher self. So I try to tell myself with my children, what my children see in me is someone who has passion, someone who has goals, someone who works her ass off. These are the qualities that I want my children to have when they grow into this world. So we kind of need to start looking at it in a way where if our higher self and the things in us are telling us this is what we should be doing, we do not have to feel bad for that. There is a way to balance all of these things. Now, there is something to be said for guilt when you have done something that is not in line with your higher self. For instance, you said something or had a reaction, read my reaction video, done something that you do not feel good about. In that case, guilt could actually be a good thing. The problem is we don't let it go. We don't learn, we don't move on, we sit and dwell and dwell and dwell, so there's no growth in dwelling. Zero growth in dwelling. Dwelling does nothing but keep us stuck. So when we are in a place where we have done something or had an action that is not in line with our higher self or the things that we want for our truest being, then we can sit and say, okay, I have learned a lesson. This behavior no longer serves me. For me, overeating, over drinking, having terrible reactions. Those are things that I work on a continual basis because my higher self has told me that that is not what I want to do. And I no longer want to be stuck in a phase of guilt about these things. I would rather learn and grow. So one of the things that I also wanted to mention about guilt is that we as humans have fallen into the trap of thinking that we are not allowed to make mistakes. That is so ludicrous. If we do not make mistakes, we do not learn, we do not grow. We cannot move forward in our lives and create the path that is set in front of us. Mistakes are okay. There is not a person on this planet who does not make a mistake. Making mistakes is part of the human experience. And what we have to do is embrace these mistakes, not feel guilty about them, but learn and grow. We are wasting our time staying stuck in this eternal bubble of feeling bad about ourselves or beating ourselves up or thinking we're not living up to others' expectations. Forget the others. The others do not matter. I always have this funny joke I say to clients and people like, who are the others? I don't even know who they are. But we are all struggling to live up to these other people expectations. I know some of us have parents that put pressure on us. I know some of us might have spouses that put pressure on us. Friends, we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. We got to have everything that they have and this and that. Stop. Listen to your heart. Listen to your head. Listen to what your higher self is telling you want. If you silence yourself for even a minute, 2 minutes a day of deep breath in and out, your mind will clear and your path will be shown to you. You will see the things that you have inside of you, and there is nothing wrong with pursuing what you feel is going to make you joyful, make you happy, and make you on this earth for a purpose. We all want a purpose. How many times have you heard that when someone is reaching their death, that they are sitting around going, what did I live for? I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have been more present with my children. I wish I would have done this and that. And, it's like, stop wasting the time. Don't be that person. Move forward and don't give a shit what anybody else has to say about it. Guilt is a wasted emotion. It is not necessary. It can be a tool for growth, or we can just erase it completely so that we can do the things that we are put on this earth to do, to find our purpose, to find our passion, to live our dreams, and to be 100% authentic with ourselves all the time. So just a little touch on the guilt thing. I hope this helps somebody. As always, I am available. Please reach out to me, message me, whatever it is. I am always up for chatting and talking and want to be able to help you break through some of these things that have also plagued me in my life. So until next time, always a pleasure.